So last summer, my family decided to go on a classic road trip to Niagara Falls, my parents, my little sister Zoe, and me. Dad, in his infinite wisdom, insisted on using the state-of-the-art GPS he bought from a sketchy online store because it was half off and had excellent reviews from users named Salty Pete and Blackbeard69. We didn't think much of it until he plugged it in, and the device cheerfully greeted us with, "Ahoy, mateys. Where be your destination, R?" Mom raised an eyebrow, Zoe started giggling, and Dad just shrugged and said, "Well, at least it works." The first hour was fine, though every turn was announced as veer starboard, ye landlubbers, instead of turn right. But by hour 2, things started to unravel. The GPS kept giving us directions to places like the Black Spot and Dead Man's Curve, which turned out to be a Wendy's and a gas station, respectively. Every time we missed a turn, the GPS would shout, "Ye scurvy dogs! Make a U-turn or walk the plank." At one point, Zoe tried to ask if we could stop for ice cream, and the GPS interrupted with, "There be no ice cream in Davy Jones's locker, lass." Tensions were rising as Dad attempted to decipher directions like, "At the next roundabout, set sail to the northwest and beware the Kraken." Mom was frantically scrolling through her phone for alternate routes, but Dad was determined to prove he could navigate by the stars or die trying. Eventually, we found ourselves hopelessly lost in a suburban neighborhood, arguing over whether port meant left or if we should just follow the smell of barbecue. The GPS, meanwhile, kept singing sea shanties and threatening to maroon us in the nearest cul-de-sac. By the time we finally reached Niagara Falls, well, technically a car wash called Niagara Suds, we'd spent 6 hours arguing over directions. Zoe was wearing an eye patch made from a napkin, and Dad had started every sentence with a vast. Mom just sighed and said, "Next time, we're using Google Maps." And that's how I learned the true meaning of taking the scenic route. It's when your family vacation goes completely off course, and everyone ends up in a mutiny over who gets to walk the plank at the next rest stop.